you want cheap and reliable coins, check out cheaputcoins.com. I'll have a link in the description below. They are an automated service, so you get the coins instantly. Use Fangs for a 5% discount. Hey guys, how's it going? It is Fangs, and welcome to a Q&A that I'm going to be doing today. So I had you guys ask me some questions with the hashtag FangerBanger, and these are the questions that you guys gave me, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into them. Let's see how it goes. If this is the question, then what is the answer? I guess the answer would be that this is a question. I don't know. Why do you guys do this to me? You make my brain hurt. I don't even know what to think about that. What's 9 plus 10?
21.
What did your parents say when you told them you lost your virginity? Please say my name if you answer this. So, Moto. For one, okay, I kind of got like an itty bitty story to it. Who would tell their parents that they lost their virginity? Just one day, just go like, hey dad, guess what happened today? Lost my virginity. Like, you don't tell your parents that. They might find out like because they walk in on you or because like someone else tells them. Actually, whenever I was 16, I was dating another guy before Will. I think I was 15. I was dating another guy before Will, and my stepsister got in a whole bunch of trouble. So to divert the trouble away from her, she said that I had sex with my boyfriend at the time, and I hadn't. So they thought I lost my virginity, and they didn't believe me either. They were like, oh, you did. And they like wouldn't let me hang out with them, all this stuff. And I was like, no, I really didn't. But it like, that's maybe at the time they thought they did. And I had to like, sit down. I had to hear about like the protection and all these kind of things. And the whole time I hadn't even done that yet. So I was so frustrated. And of course I didn't tell them when I actually did it, because they still wouldn't have believed me anyway. They've been like, nah, you did it with that other guy. So I didn't tell them that. And I don't think you do tell your parents that. You don't just go up to your parents and be like, lost my virginity today. Like, you just don't tell them that. They don't need to hear about that. When did you get your first game console, and what was it? So I think my first game console had to be whenever I was like 4 or 5 years old, and it was a Sega Genesis maybe? I don't know. I don't remember like what kind of Sega it was, but I just remember getting it, and I got Sonic the Hedgehog, and I played the crap out of that game. And then from there, I think I ended up getting like an N64, and I got Super Mario Brothers, and like I got the, what was it, Super Mario Kart, and then like I forget which one. It might have been PlayStation when I first played Crash Bandicoot. The one that I was most addicted to as a child, like growing up, was Crash Bandicoot, and I think that was PlayStation 1. But I would have to say I think my first console was a Sega Genesis, and I played Sonic all the freaking time. Have you ever been to a Premier League game? I have never been to a Premier League game. Like, I've never even been to a game. Sometimes they come here in Texas and they go to like the Dallas Cowboys Stadium and stuff like that, and they play. I haven't even got to go to one of those because I live in Austin, and nothing's close to Austin. Like, I just got into this, and when I just started getting into this, I moved to Austin, and none of that really happens here. We have like a D3 team or something that I wouldn't even want to go watch. When I lived in Dallas, I at least got to see FC Dallas, but I have not got to see a Premier League team play even here in the United States or over in England whenever I've gone to visit. So the next time I go to England, or the next time they come here, I would really like to try that out, because like I'm dying to see West Ham play. I just really want to see West Ham play, and hopefully I'll be able to do it in Upton Park, but we'll see exactly how that goes. How does it feel to be the only female FIFA player? Little do you guys know, I am not the only female FIFA player out there. There are others out there. I just happen to be the only one that makes YouTube videos on it frequently, and people know about it. There are some girls that do it that have smaller channels. Then there's also girls that are doing it on Twitch TV, and they're live streaming it. So I am not the only one. There are some other ones out there, and they would be more prevalent, and they would be more open to do this if you guys could chill out and be a little bit nicer to females, okay? So that means stop saying get your tits out. That means stop saying all this stuff about Twerker Riot. Just cut all that out, and maybe more females will play FIFA. Can you motorboat yourself? I don't think that would even be I'm trying to imagine. No, I don't think that would even be possible. I just don't think it's possible to do that. Like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to motorboat yourself? That would just be weird. Would you punch AA9 right in the gabber? I would love nothing more than to punch AA9 skills right in the gabber, which I imagine I've been asking myself like for the last 3 days that we've been doing this, what the gabber is. And I looked it up, and it said it was some kind of girl band, and it said it was some kind of like bastard or some random thing, or some person has a smug, I don't know. But I guess a gabber means punch you in the face or punch you in the mouth. I'd imagine if you gab out of your mouth, which was what I'm doing right now. So yes, I would love to punch AA9 skills directly in the gabber. What will you do if you get 500,000 subs? 500,000 subs. So that's not that far away. It's like 120-ish thousand subs away. And I was like debating. So like at one sub goal, I did like a front flip off this diving board. And then at another sub goal, I did a back flip off this diving board. I think one more thing is remaining, and that's for me to do a gainer off a diving board. If you don't know what that is, that's where you run forward and then you do a back flip, but running forward. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but if it happened pretty soon, it's freezing outside, and the place that I do it at has freezing cold water. So it'd be like near near unbearable, but hopefully it'll happen by then, and maybe I'll try to do a gainer. I don't know what else to do at 500,000 subs. What do you guys think I should do once I hit 500,000 subs? Put that down in the comments down below. That'd be sick. All right, guys, so that was all the questions for this Q&A. I'm sure if you asked one and it didn't get put in here, maybe it'll be next time, but I did answer as many of them as I could today. That is going to be it for the question and answer, though. If you guys did enjoy it, a thumbs up would always be appreciated, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.